Positive self-image. I am valuable. Positive self-image means perceiving yourself as capable, good enough, and having something to offer to the world. Sometimes you will fail, but even then, you need to perceive yourself as someone who has a chance to correct your mistakes and rise up again. People might judge you harsh and dismiss you when you fail, but you can always believe in yourself and in God. Positive self-image is being positive even during your failure and also thinking of yourself as a winner. It also means focusing more on your strengths than weakness, your abilities than your disabilities, and also your opportunities than your losses. Spiritually speaking, having a positive mindset means upholding the right attitude and frame of mind such that you will not lose your positive virtues over negative things which might happen around you. You need to equip yourself with praise, thanksgiving, and forgiveness, and still glorify God despite how you might feel internally. It is the ability to make peace and be at peace even when the world around you is collapsing, because God has your best interest in all circumstances. It is a positive mindset that makes us resilient even in times of storms. Biblical Job must have learned the power of a positive mind from a source higher and more enlightened than most of us. Jesus demonstrated to us what the power of positive energy is by elevating the importance of focus as a means to elevate a positive mindset to the surface in moments of adversity. During his last moments leading to his divine death on the cross, Jesus went through various forms of pain and suffering from many sources, but he did not give any of them focus and preeminence. Rather, he fought off every possible distraction and maintained his focus on the will of God the Father and fulfilling his divine mission without paying attention to his pain and shame but his mission. Most people see themselves through their failures and mistakes. Sometimes it is a product of what their friends, teachers, and parents tell them. However, I would like to take you down a memory lane and prove to you that you are good enough. First, I will give you an example of someone who perceived himself positively winning a greater life battle. David. In the book of 1 Samuel 17, biblical David had a mastery of who he was, and this is made profound when King Saul questions his capacity and experience to fight a more seasoned soldier in the name of Goliath. Young David tells King Saul that he had the aptitude to face Goliath. This was astonishing to the king because he was young. When the king sought justification for David's confidence, David drew his inspiration from his past victories. The Bible in 1 Samuel 17 verses 34 to 35 settles a matter for David when he was confronted with a message of doubt which praised Goliath as a man who had fought all his youth and that David was just a boy. David said to Saul, "Your servant had been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or beat came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it and struck it, rescued the sheep from its mouth, and when it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it. Your servant has killed both the lion and bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them because he has defiled the armies of God." David was catalyzed by hindsight to defeat Goliath. Whereas most people perceive themselves negatively, I challenge you to start looking at your life victories since birth. Then you will realize that you have been great and good enough all along, winning battles and obstacles. Embrace and celebrate your potential. Assignments. Kindly write down the moments you have ever been proud of yourself and happy with yourself, probably congratulated by friends, yourself, or by people around you. Was it when you beat a friend in a sport? Was it when you learned how to drive? Was it passing a specific exam? Was it joining a good school, learning how to cook, or use a gadget? What moments are the highlights of your joy, pride, and successes? What situations made you feel good, great, and on top of the world, making you to have accomplished something worthy of celebration? Recognize yourself for small improvements. Record any simple improvement that you make in life and count it a win. When you improve by 5 marks in biology, record it and count it a win. When you reconcile with a friend, record it and count it a win, because a lot of people, even adults, are unable to reconcile with their friends, workmates, and spouses. Reconciliation doesn't always mean getting back together, but solving the animosity and giving self a chance to have a working relationship that will make co-parenting possible and not another mountain of emotional turmoil. Beating someone who has always been ahead of you in a subject or sport is a big win for life. Celebrate it. Waking up half an hour earlier than usual is a win. Celebrate it. The clock has no extra time, but you can create extra time to do more by waking up early or staying late into the night. The process of building your values and attributes doesn't just happen in a day, but through perfecting the habit of observing these attributes. Matthew 5:3-12 has the Beatitudes, which give many promises and calls them blessed those who do specific efforts, and the Bible gives a reward for each of them. However, it takes continuous exercising of these Beatitudes to become. It takes continuous showing of mercy to others to become me for faithful as your trait. It takes many efforts of showing kindness to others to eventually embody kindness as a virtue. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. Celebrate your small wins. The winning flavor in life is not just represented by the finality of the journey at the finish line. It is a cumulative effect of mindset first, maximizing on your strengths, dealing with your weaknesses, staying focused and resilient whenever you fail or face obstacles, but finally celebrating every little win as you push towards the goal. Celebrating the small wins is what makes life have flavor and taste. Every milestone that you celebrate makes you believe that the next milestone is worth fighting for. The journey of life has many obstacles, discouragements, and failures. If you did not celebrate your first conscious win, the next failure or obstacle seems like a mountain to you, but when you celebrate the previous win, the next mountain feels like a huge obstacle before a capable winner way before the climbing starts. Reward yourself for every single win you have had in the recent past, especially those wins that are strategic to your vision, purpose, and life goals. Parents should also make it their prerogative to reward their children for their small and big wins alike. Even God has promised us rewards for abiding with Him. In the book of Luke 18 verse 28, Peter the disciple asked Jesus what they shall get as a reward for leaving behind everything that was precious to follow Him. Truly, truly, I say unto you, no one that has left his home, wife, parents, or children for the sake of the kingdom will fail to receive 100-fold in this age and in the age to come, eternal life. Kindly write down what your previous battles, disappointments, letdowns, failures, and how you overcame them. Check through your entire life and find your victories and small wins over previous battles. Write all of them down.